Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's a girl Owamie aka Miss Sphere for collaborating back for all entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now ninjas, we are still talking about AKA. Now of course you guys know that AKA passed away. Unfortunately, he was laid to rest this past weekend. Now there are certain videos that I was supposed to have made last week, but I was not feeling well, and so I've decided that I'm gonna start and go ahead and just talk about those. So a lot of you guys were sending me messages, you guys, and you wanted me to see Burna Boy's tribute to AKA. Guys, I was like, Bathong, not a weak ass, like, but it was just crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and read it for you guys, but it was really honestly quick, like just crazy. So Burna Boy said this. It was actually in a song which it's like he's singing but he's talking. Horrible, just horrible. The music, just everything was just horrible. Let me go ahead and read for you the lyrics or what he wrote, right? So he said, WTF is all of that about? I just heard he died. Seen that video at the restaurant. Took me out of a positive mood. Took me back to that day when you saw my gun and you said I was wild. Then I told you you should have one too, cause it weren't like niggas wasn't dying, but I thought you knew. And I ain't really fucked with you, but I didn't want you dead. It was like that with me and you wicked. I hope they catch whoever did you wicked. I hope you rest in peace even though we ain't kick it. At the end of the day, with some grown ass niggas. And then after that, his next slide was RIP AK. Now I went back to check in less than 24 hours and it seemed like it was removed. I think that he was definitely getting a lot of slack. Like, bro, stand up, don't be weak in the knees. Like, what the hell was that? Now for some of you that do not know, AK and Burna Boy were once cool, and then they had a huge fight, and of course you guys remember I even did videos. I was like, listen, I don't kick it with AK like that. Like, I was not really a fan, you know. But I was like, I'm gonna defend AK because he's one of our own. He's a South African, so my loyalty will always be with my people first. And so I was like, I don't care what you is saying, Burna Boy. Like, I'm standing with AK on this. I can't even remember what is they were fighting for, but I think it was so insignificant. I only just stood with AK because he's South African. That's it. And I think that at that time things got so bad that Burna Boy was like, hey, he's never gonna come back to South Africa, which he has. And I was quite surprised. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think that he could have easily just said RIP AKA. The rest I felt like was very unnecessary. You know, telling us that when AK saw his gun, he said that he was wild and he told him he needs to get one. It's not like niggas ain't dying, and then AK died by a gun. Like, what is he saying? Like, if you had listened to me, then you wouldn't be dead. Like, in the situation at which they did AK so dirty, you guys. Like, he didn't even have a chance to can defend himself. It was a bullet from the back of your head. So even if he had a gun with him, what was he going to do with the gun? What was he going to do? So I think that maybe Burna Boy meant well. Do I think he's malicious? No, I don't think that he's malicious to that point. I think that he's a musician that tried to express himself and it just did not come out right. But Nigerians, most of them, you guys know how they are. An apology is something that for you to see, especially like the musicians that are big and like pride is their thing. So I think that maybe him removing was a way to also say that I saw my mistake, but I didn't see him say I am sorry. But then again, I wasn't checking his status, so maybe he did. But anyway, I want you guys to go and comment down below what you guys think of Burna Boy's tribute. Like my reaction was like, Bathong. That's the first thing I said. Like, what? But yeah, anyway, I love you ninjas. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye ninjas.